the Maulers moving forward. So far, no one's been able to do it in the win column. From the 10-yard line, Cleveland on the return. Friesel again past the 30 to the 33.
First and 10. Vipers, 34 yards.
Four receivers, empty backfield for Caleb Wright. Wright throws, pass caught, good speed, steps out of bounds, 7-yard pickup. 695 yards for Rocco Marconi and 9 touchdowns. Rocco Marconi also set the record for passing yards in a game earlier this year. That record is, well, he just beat it. The record was 694 yards. So Rocco Marconi sets yet another record tonight. 695 passing yards. Absolutely absurd against this horrendous Cleveland Vipers secondary. The 9 touchdowns ties an SFL record set by Marconi for touchdowns in a game. That pass is caught by Goodspeed at the Minneapolis 41. No huddle now for Cleveland, and I don't have any idea why they would want to rush giving the ball back to the Maulers, as that pass is caught for a 5-yard gain by Goodspeed on the sideline. 2nd and 5. Cleveland for a while was in this ball game. They were down 21-13 late in the first half, and boy did it unravel quickly. Right play action down the field, knocked away. That is Austin Broadway once again making the play. He's primarily a run stopper, has a couple of passes defended. 3rd down and 5. Good crowd that stayed here tonight. Four receivers for Caleb Wright on an empty backfield, 3rd and 5. Wright to throw. Pass is caught. 1st down and more. Scott King past the 20 and out of the 17-yard line. 1st down and more, no huddle for Cleveland. Wright nearly hit as he threw. Friesel makes the catch, 2-yard gain. 2nd down, 8. Wright back to pass. Wright down the middle. Caught again. 3rd and 4. Down to 3.5 to go. Either way you slice it, the Maulers are going to get the football back with a chance at a new league record, as Wright completes it for a 1st and goal at the 3. King on the reception.
First and goal. From 1 yard, 3 yards.
Down! Come on, baby, it's not back.
Right back to throw. He's going to swing. Oh, boy, Johnny English. Come on, man. Watch this. Oh, man, we're going to get a replay of it, too? Whoops. He just lost his footing. Hit him in the shoulder. Yeah, Z's are right. That's what happens when you're the best team in the league. You don't always see the best games. 63-33. 2nd and goal from the 3 for Cleveland. Marconi has his shot at a 10th touchdown unless they finally pull him out of the game, which I'm surprised, as it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. I am surprised that Marconi has not exited the game earlier. I doubt he comes in on the next possession. Four receivers, two to either side. Four down linemen for the Maulers. Right drops to throw. Right fires in traffic. Oh, they caught it. Touchdown, Scott King. Hard to tell. I thought he just kind of threw it away into the dirt, but Scott King makes the play, and Cleveland will score at least 40 tonight. Extra point pending. King on a crossing route, and yep, wide open. Maulers have not needed defense to win football games, though, this year.
Number 6. Back to the
63-39. The first meeting between these two teams, 63-51. And that extra point is good.
The extra point is good.
These high-scoring games, not necessarily good football. And look at Cleveland, they're going to onside kick. Unbelievable. Why? Well, while we would like to see Marconi break another record, not so sure we want to see this drag on. We'll see who comes out here for the Maulers. It's Marconi. Rocco Marconi wants some more. Opportunity for Minneapolis to make history that will likely never be broken. Four receivers, Marconi back to throw. He's going to go down the field. It's picked off. Well, for Cleveland's sake, they forced 5 interceptions tonight. Billy Ortiz with the INT, and at least for the time being. Boy, Donald Miller has been well defended tonight. He just can't get anything going. .305 left. Marconi swings it outside. English makes the catch outside. Boy, even I'm a little tired from today. King 8 grabs for 120 yards. English has 13 receptions, averaging just about 3.5 yards a catch. 2nd and 9 from the 31. Right empty backfield, 4 receivers. Right's pass caught, and Scott King's got a first down to the 41. No huddle here for the Vipers. Vipers once again are going to try to make this thing look good. Right, caught, 5-yard gain. Right again, check down, and it's through the hands of Friesel, and that's the first bad play Mackenzie Friesel's made all night. He's had a good game. .63-40, 3rd down and 5, Cleveland from their own 46. Receivers right to throw. Right check down, English. English got 1 yard. 4th down and 4. Vipers have all 3 timeouts, though they will likely exhaust those. And I believe the offense is getting pulled off the field. No, they are going to go for it. Down to 2:10 to go in the ball game. Cleveland trying to get some more points up on the board. A shovel on 1st and 10, and that doesn't work. I think it's time to take that play out. Luke Johnson knocks it away. And it's really not the play. It's the offensive line tonight for Cleveland. They have really not been good. 1st and 10, the Maulers take over at the Cleveland 47. Out there at quarterback, we'll see if it's Marconi again. No, they finally have put the backups in for the Maulers, so unless something crazy happens, Minneapolis will just tie the record. And that pass caught to the outside. 2nd and 5 to the Cleveland 42. We pause for station identification as Cleveland has 3 timeouts left to burn when we come back. Turn it on and you're in beast mode. This is Muller Football, 97.9 KMAL, Minneapolis. Back to throw. The Maulers get a 1st down. Cleveland's first timeout, 1:52 remaining. Well, Maulers are only 37 yards away.
Let's go. 1st and 10. Viper, 37 yards.
Set! What's the plan?
3 receivers out of the shotgun. Maulers swing it outside. That's Donald Miller. He's got a 1st down and out of bounds to the Viper 27. Even the backups are good in Minneapolis.
1st down, Maulers.
1st and 10 of the Viper 27-yard line. Cleveland 2 timeouts left to spare. Wouldn't it be incredible if the backup quarterback comes in and throws the 10th touchdown pass of the game? Back to throw. He's going deep, and it's caught at the 9. Timeout Vipers down to 1. And if Minneapolis has a sportsmanship bone in their body, they'll likely take a knee. Mark Blake, the quarterback, and Donald Miller coming up big in garbage time. And it is victory formation for Minneapolis, which actually means that with 2 kneel downs, because Cleveland stops the clock here, the Maulers might actually have to come out and kick a field goal and break the record. If my math is correct, seems like SFL teams can't do math when it comes to taking knees. So the field goal kicker for the first time will come on the field for Minneapolis to try to make SFL history. To give the Maulers 66 points.
3rd and goal.
Down! Set! Now that's how you stop the run, y'all! Now that's how you stop the run! Lucy!
4th and goal for Minneapolis, and they are just a few seconds away from history. Cleveland on the wrong end of history twice this season. The Vipers, unfortunately, 1-13 in their last 2 years in the SFL. That 1-13 record following a playoff appearance
Blake on the hold.
But they lost that game pretty badly. Ronnie Nickens will likely be starting from scratch this offseason from the 30, or starting from scratch as best he can. The Minneapolis Maulers have set a new record for points scored in a game, 66. Also set a new record for passing yards in a game. It's a crime. A crime that Mauler fans love to get away with each and every week. From the 7-yard line, Cleveland on the return. Friesel up to the 27-yard line. We'll be back with better games next week. Thanks to Bandits APF 2K8, Cootie, Darth Destro MD, Don Tech, Ramos Lynn, Ray X Live, San Antonio Servo Sentinels, TJ Kankas of LT, Paternity Vertigo, and X Factor 56 hanging with us through it all. Trips left for Caleb Wright on the final plays of this ball game, and Wright is going to throw it left-hand side. That pass is caught by Goodspeed, and he's going to go out of bounds with 10 seconds to go. Goodspeed now just a week, 7 catches for 61 yards. Another lack of double-digit catches for Goodspeed. His 6th straight game with 9 catches or less is the number 1 receiver on this Viper offense. Well, he's in the number 1 receiver spot. King is really the number 1 receiver. But King also has only 1 game with 10 receptions. That was against Orlando. Right, deep ball. That pass incomplete. 5 seconds left. Likely one final play here for Cleveland. A 26-point loss tonight. "12-minute quarters coming up next year in the league will likely also be another reason why the Maulers will never break this record. Wright back to throw. Wright fires down the field. The pass is incomplete with 1 second to go. Dan and Peter will have the final call of this last play. They'll take you through the recap, and then we'll come back for a short recap before we head out for the weekend.
Play on this and forces the incompletion.
Leland Nichols turned his hips to get into position and tipped that ball away. Solid coverage.
On 2nd down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up 3rd down.
Nice pressure that time.
3rd down, 1 man down. Wright makes the throw after the play action fake, and they can't connect. Incomplete. With this one in the books, let's take a look back at some of the action. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. Let's start this one on the first play from scrimmage in the 2nd half. Graham shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Still in the 3rd quarter, the Vipers already inside field goal range. Number 52 would snuff out a drive on this one as he's there to recover the fumble. After recovering a fumble, the Maulers out in front by 15. Number 5 went to the air trying to convert on 3rd down, and he found his man. They've opened it up and now lead by 22. The Vipers, midway through the 3rd, Friesel would settle under a kickoff, find himself an opening, and then it was off to the races. Touchdown for the visitors. The Vipers trailing 35-20. Number 9 would find his target on this one. That set up a 35-yard field goal. The Vipers trying to make something happen and are now down by 19. The Maulers, later in the fourth, number 11, came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. A 62-yard touchdown for the home team. Midway through the fourth, the Maulers winning by 26. Number 11 came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. They move ahead by 33. The Vipers, middle of the fourth, number 24, would come up with a big play here as he gets the carry and has clear sailing ahead. A 66-yard touchdown for the visitors. The Vipers trailing 56-30. Green was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Vipers have it off an interception. Ball at the 32. Number 9 went up top on the third down play, and he was able to find his man. That set up a 28-yard field goal. Still midway through the fourth, the Maulers winning by 23. Number 19 came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. They've opened it up and now lead by 30. The Maulers again have it. Ortiz was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Maulers win big, 66-40. Finally, let's give it up for our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 5 elevated his game like he always does. Well, the quarterback gets credit when he succeeds, and he deserves it. He led his team through the air with a big game passing. Just look at those yards. His performance made the difference in this one.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
An ugly one as expected here in Minneapolis. The top-seeded Maulers defeat the last-place Cleveland Vipers 66-40. Set a new record in the process for points in a game in SFL history, breaking their previous record of 63 that they set against the Vipers on opening weekend. 729 total yards of offense for the Maulers to 482 for Cleveland. Ugly all the way around. The Vipers finally scored their first offensive touchdown in that fourth quarter of play. Marconi, a 120 rating, 45 of 58. You know, the guy throws a lot, but the Maulers still on the field less than the pro football average, 65 plays a game. They're just so lethal. 12 yards per attempt, 9 touchdowns. He was picked off a season-high 5 times. Only had 8 interceptions in his previous 5 games. Caleb Wright was sacked 3 times. Johnny English finishes with 26 carries, 153 yards, 5.9 average. Abarazzo 21 for 319 and 4. The 319, I have to look at that. That might be close to a record. That is a new career high for Abarazzo. That does not top James Cooley's 334, and James Cooley does not hold the record either. So, best night of Abarazzo's career, but not in the record books league-wise. English 14 for 49, Cooley 10 for 246, King 9 for 130. Abarazzo and Cooley, by the way, combined for 7 touchdowns. Marcus Campbell had 2 scores, 6 for 91. Goodspeed, 7 for 61. Donald Miller, 7 for 63. Defensively, Billy Joe Gatlin, 9 tackles, 4 assisted. Ahmad Arrington had 8 tackles. Marcus Dorsett had 5. And Cameron Brantley, 6 tackles, 5 assisted, 2 passes defended. So that's your ball game, 66-40. The Minneapolis Maulers take care of the Vipers now 6-0. One more win clinches them the number 1 seed in this year's playoffs. It's been a pleasure, a wild weekend here on the SFL Network. Thank you all so much for your support. Unfortunately, couldn't give you a better game in the Week 8 finale, but we'll be back to do it again. Week 9 begins Sunday at 3, the Maulers at Honolulu. Sunday at 6, the SFL game of the week between the 3-3 Orlando Intimidators hosting the 5-1 Baltimore Crabs. Monday night, Cleveland takes on San Francisco. From all of us in Minneapolis and from our SFL studios in San Antonio, this has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. It's been a long night. Good night, everybody.